As you know, Prince Harry recently came out in the news talking about his harassment that he's been experiencing with Meghan due to the press and the letter that she sent to her father and how it was published. And I believe they are filing a lawsuit allegedly against the Mail. So we want to discuss and look into the cards right now and just see what's going on. What's going to happen with that? What's the reasoning behind that? Well, not really what's going to happen, because I think we can safe to say that when the Royals go up against something, they're going to win. However, let's just look into it a little bit with the cards and just see what's going on. Now, I did say in my past couple of readings about Harry and Meghan, because I try to show empathy for both sides, that she was feeling very backed into a corner. There was a very Eight of Swords and Seven of Swords energy that I was picking up repeatedly, that she actually does read stories about herself more than she lets on, and that she was feeling very ripped apart by the press pretty much. Regardless of what somebody has done or hasn't done, unless they are like on the level of somebody like Ted Bundy, okay? Let's be real here. Nobody deserves that kind of abuse through the media. So that's what she feels as she's been experiencing. And Harry decided to essentially take matters in his own hands and say, you know what, we're going to go after the papers who are treating you this way, or the news sources that are treating you this way. Not sure if anybody says papers anymore. I'm in my 30s. I'm not that old, but sometimes I use the wrong terminology. But let's just look into it for a little bit. And then I'm going to have some nice goodies for you on the channel, because we're going to do a pick number reading, and we might do a little incantation at some point this week as well. I'm going to try to go more on a schedule for you guys. Sorry that I'm a little sporadic with my uploading on the channel. I appreciate all your payments and all your support and all of your kind messages to me. And my Halloween readings are filling up. So if you would like a tarot reading for Halloween or the month of October, which is the best month to read on, definitely book it now. You can view my website at naomitarot.com, or you can also email me at naomitarot1199@gmail.com. Thank you for all your support, and just watching is enough. Okay, so what was this thing going on with Prince Harry and Meghan? I'm using the Rider-Waite Minis and the Gypsy Oracle. And I'm going to be using these for a while. I'm going to try to stick to the same decks for a long time until I switch out. Okay, so what's going on? Okay, so what's going on is Ace of Pentacles reversed. This literally means like you feel like you're having your bad luck. You know, you feel like you're ready to walk away, Eight of Cups. Maybe Meghan was feeling like she just had enough, or he felt like he wants to walk away from the press. The Queen wasn't happy about the way Meghan was being treated. Queen of Pentacles reversed. And there was a lot of frustration. This is overwhelmed, feeling downtrodden, Nine of Swords reversed, or Nine of Wands reversed. And this is how she was feeling, and she was expressing it in the relationship, Two of Cups to Harry in the past. She was feeling Ten of Swords that she wanted to overcome, a lot of pain, a lot of grief, especially from the letter from her father. And this is what they're looking for in the future. They want to kind of have a one-up on the press. They're like, you thought you could treat us this way, you're not going to get away with it. This is somebody trying to get away with something. Seven of Swords. And Ten of Cups reversed is also the projection for the future. And Page of Cups upright is the projection for the future. And the Nine of Pentacles reversed is the projection for the future. The bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords reversed. The middle of the deck is the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, so what I have just from the Rider-Waite that I can tell you is that these people are in the past. This is two people. This is their relationship, Two of Cups, right? There is a feeling of frustration, Nine of Wands, of wanting to rise above, overcome. But when it's reversed, it's like the person's giving up. So maybe it's just like she started to feel like, I give up. Maybe not on the marriage, but I give up like trying to make these people like me. I give up trying to do anything for anybody because they're never going to like me anyways. And I feel this extreme sadness that I want to overcome with my father. How could he betray me and release the letter like that? And the current situation was wanting to turn their backs to the press, Eight of Cups. As you might have seen recently, Harry scolded a reporter when he was going to, I think, his Range Rover for continuing to question him when I think she already had an interview with him. So it's literally like turning their backs on them and saying, we're not dealing with this anymore. Current situation is Ace of Pentacles reversed. When this is reversed, it can indicate depression, sadness, just not being optimistic about things. Maybe this is how they're not optimistic about the press. And what's at their foundation is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this could mean Queen Elizabeth, but because the Queen of Swords came out as well in the middle of the deck, and I usually read that as Queen Elizabeth II, I think that this might just be Meghan feeling like maybe things aren't all they're cracked up to be, not feeling satisfied, fulfilled, Ace of Queen of Pentacles reversed. Because in the future, it's like this dissatisfaction, unhappiness, Ten of Cups reversed. There is just this unhappiness associated with the relationship. Like, you know, in the future, it's like something is not coming together that needs to come together. Either that, or it's the relationship isn't happy and cohesive because of the continuing harassment. And it's like, we don't want to let you get away, right? Seven of Swords. We don't want to let you get away with this. We're going to get one up on you. Like, we're going to, you know, we're going to try to force your hand to treat us nicely, to treat us nicer. Page of Cups. That's somebody who has like the olive branch. They're reaching out with love and affection, but ultimately it's going to lead to unfulfillment. Nine of Pentacles reversed. And there's a double-edged sword that's going to come with the situation that's going to rock the boat and put them in a very negative light. You see Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, both reversed. Ace of Swords reversed. That indicates the sharp edge of the sword will come sooner rather than later. The Ten of Pentacles talks about, indicates happy home, happy family, money, joyfulness, etc. But when it's reversed, it talks about ruin within the family. It talks about sadness within the family. It talks about money losses within the family, right? And then we have the Ace of Swords reversed, which is the sharp edge of the sword will rear its ugly head sooner than the hand, than holding it upright. The sharp edge of the sword will rear its head. And then we, at the heart of the situation, in the middle of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. This is Queen Elizabeth and perhaps her dissatisfaction with the whole situation or the outcome of it, or her dissatisfaction with the way Harry and Meghan have been treated, or it could be her dissatisfaction with the way Harry's responding. But I definitely have her reversed, and let's just see what that means. Okay. Okay, falseness, the cat, dishonesty, love reversed, okay, and the haughtiness reversed. It's kind of like, don't get too far ahead of yourself, right? Don't get so boastful and act like you're untouchable just because, you know, you're part of the royals, you're not untouchable. This love may not last forever, and somebody is dishonest. The dishonesty in the press, yes, it's bad, right? But you're not going to be able to overcome that by pushing back so aggressively. Further isolating yourself in the room for the young woman, which probably refers to Meghan here, in the eyes of, you know, the crown, the priest, society, it's going to make them lose fame. It's going to make them lose any popularity they had. Money reversed. And it's going to be kind of like the death, widower, the death of the way they were once perceived, if it was good at all before. Now, I don't personally think that. I have nothing against these people. However, the cards are very unfavorable and negative. The cat could also refer to the lies that Harry and Meghan feel are being spun about them. The child, they're probably going to have another child. The child flew out. But I'm seeing a lot of heavy energy. And the future progression of having a double-edged sword with a sharp end pointed towards the person, the lack of fulfillment with the Nine of Pentacles reversed, is really not a good sign. And I keep flipping through the cards, and the Sorrow card is at the bottom of the deck. I think, of course, a lot of his harsh reaction had to do with his mother passing away because of being chased by the paparazzi, and it's completely understandable. However, there are tactful ways to deal with things, and to be perfectly honest, whether I think it's right or not, I don't think this is being dealt with in the most tactful way. And the reason for that is because regardless of how justified he is or isn't in doing it, the media is not going to receive it that way. Pushing back with aggression is only going to create more aggression. And unfortunately, it has spiraled out of control to the point where I do think they did need to say something. I mean, there were stories circulating about fake baby dolls. It was getting completely ridiculous. And if you watch my channel, you know I do not feed into that kind of stuff. However, he needed to say something to defend her. It's understandable because of what his mother went through. However, doing it in such a manner is just, again, going to further isolate them in the room. And he wants to fight for her. But it's making him come across like, yes, he wants this butterfly. He wants this release, but it's making him come across as frivolous, as you don't take this job as a royal seriously. You just think that this is like a reality show battle between wills. And I'm saying this is how it's going to be perceived by the media, not by me. So don't come at me on my channel because I'm not talking about myself. Again, the young woman at the heart of the situation, feeling downtrodden. He wanted to help her. Malady is like needing assistance, needing help. They're going to wait and see what the outcome is. They're going to stay faithful to each other and faithful to their charities. But they're just going to create more foes in the media than they had before. There's going to be more foes than just Piers Morgan, who allegedly is one. If they allegedly are suing the paper, I think, and I believe it was allegedly the male who printed the letter that Thomas Markle received from Meghan. If they do that, the outcome, what they want is peaceful water, 6 of Swords, and happiness with their child, 6 of Cups. But what they're going to end up getting is loss, 5 of Cups. Maybe loss, like I said, of any positive image they once had in the media at all. Because it's going to turn into, see again, lack of fulfillment, 9 of Pentacles reversed. King of Cups, again, saying I told you so at the bottom of the deck. You're making yourselves look greedy, like this let them eat cake energy, the 2 of them. And this was a rash decision, Knight of Wands reversed. I personally can understand why he's doing it, but speaking from what these cards are telling me, it's not a good idea. It's going to be received very poorly by the media, flat out. I can't make up what my cards say. I can't change the outcome. It's not going to be received well. It's going to dip their popularity big time. And there was a different way that it could have been gone about. Somebody feels trapped, like they have nothing else to do. 8 of Swords, or they can't do anything. Their hands are tied. There's nothing they can do. Not they have nothing else to do. They can't do anything. They feel powerless. They're not seeing they have the power to release themselves from their situation. King of Cups is watching. William. Harry, trying to have one up on the media. Charge forward, defend his woman. Knight of Swords. But they're going to be left out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles, going to throw them off balance. Temperance reversed. And he did do this because of his mother. But the world ultimately is just going to see him as a rash little brat. Knight of Swords reversed, Knight of Wands reversed. And they're going to see her like the Tower. Queen of Wands, Meghan. It's overall a lack of fulfillment that's going to be the overall final outcome theme of the situation. You're not appreciative. You're not grateful. How dare you do this? And now it's war. That's how the media is going to receive it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like your own reading, again, go to my website and I will talk to you later. And I would like to say I do not claim any of my readings to be fact. They are for entertainment, and a disclaimer is below. Bye-bye.